Hello, it's Mrs. Luce here. Are you ready for everything you probably have never known about the digestive system? At least the beginning of it. So, whether you're ready or not, I am. So, we're going to start off by having you think about how many times a day do you eat? Most people probably eat a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. Some people probably eat more, they snack around. What happens to that food when you eat? Hmm. Where does digestion begin? So, our first question we're going to answer is what functions are carried out in the digestive systems? There are three main functions of our digestive system. One, it breaks down our food. Two, molecules are absorbed into the bloodstream and carried throughout the body, and waste get eliminated. So, its function is to break down food, send the molecules to the cells and throughout the body, and eliminate waste. The process which the body breaks down food into small nutrient molecules is called digestion. There are two ways that our bodies digest food. The first one is mechanical. Mechanical is just movement. If you remember last year, we talked about mechanical energy, it was energy of movement. Foods are physically broken down into smaller pieces in mechanical digestion. So a good example would be like your teeth. Your teeth chew and break apart food. The second type of digestion is called chemical. And chemicals are produced in the body to break down foods into smaller chemical um, building blocks. So you've got saliva in your mouth that will chemically break down the food as you're physically chewing it. Your stomach has chemical acids in there to break it down even more. Absorption and elimination. So, absorption is the process by which nutrient molecules are going through the wall of your digestive system and sent out into your bloodstream. Elimination is for the materials that are not needed by your body. Fiber is a good example, or just waste, basically, even from the cells. So, all that stuff has to be eliminated that's not needed. All right, question two. What role does the mouth play in digestion? Well, I'm sure you've already thought about that. We've talked about chewing and we've talked about chemically breaking down the food. So, is your mouth ever watered if you're walking by a bakery or a restaurant? Sometimes I'm cooking bacon and my mouth starts watering. Thinking or smelling of food is enough to make your mouth water. Well, what's that? What's going on when your mouth waters? Well, it's you're building up saliva and you're preparing to eat. So when your mouth does water, it's your body getting prepared for food. So, like I said before, there's mechanical and chemical digestion in going on in your mouth, beginning with the saliva. The saliva contains the enzymes that helps break down the food. So the first stage of digestion is going to be your teeth slashing and tearing. I know that sounds like a dinosaur, doesn't it? That food into smaller pieces, and then the saliva comes in and moistens that food into hopefully something that's a little easier to digest for your stomach. I've told you before about taking a piece of cracker and just letting it sit on your tongue. And if you let it sit there long enough, your saliva will break down that salty mess into simple sugars. The chemical in saliva digests starch. Enzymes themselves are proteins that speed up chemical reactions in the body. Your body produces many different enzymes, and they all have a different chemical shape, and they all have something specific that they break down. All right, question three. What role does the esophagus play in digestion? Well, can you even tell me where your esophagus is? If you said in your neck or your throat, I would say you are correct. Okay, well, first you've got in your esophagus, you got an epiglottis. The epiglottis is that flap of tissue that seals off your windpipe. And you know that sometimes things don't work right and you get that water down the windpipe, or you get a little food going down the windpipe, and that's not good. You're like, but it's there to prevent the food from going in there. So most of the time, your food doesn't do that. Your esophagus itself is a muscular tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. It actually squeezes that food or whatever you're going to swallow down slowly and slowly. It's got mucus that's a slippery substance, mucus like in your nose, and that makes the food a little easier to go down. And here's some pictures of them. Enjoy. So food is supposed to remain in the esophagus for only about 10 seconds. There's sometimes I've swallowed pills and it felt like it took way longer than 10 seconds. But hey, peristalsis is the involuntary waves of muscle contractions. They occur in your stomach and they keep the food moving in one direction. All right, question 4. What role does the stomach play in digestion? And you probably thought, man, that's about the only place where digestion occurs, right? But now you know it occurs in your mouth too. Your stomach is a J-shaped muscular pouch. Yeah, it's a pouch. Located in your abdomen, it expands to hold the food that you consume. This is where the majority of the mechanical and chemical digestion occurs, but thankfully, you have your mouth to start it off and get it digested a little before it gets to your stomach. Okay, so mechanical digestion in the stomach. You got 3 strong layers of smooth muscle, and they contract and make that churning motion. So the food keeps moving and moving. It mixes the food with the fluids, and of course, you got some fluids down there in your stomach. Chemical digestion. The churning food makes contact with your digestive juices, and that's the chemical digestion. A fluid produced by cells in the lining of the stomach. It's very acidic. It's called enzyme pepsin. It will digest the proteins down into amino acids. And you got the hydrochloric acid that's very strong. It kills bacteria and helps the pepsin work. So you got the chemical digestion of proteins in your stomach. You get the acid and the pepsin, gastric juices chemically digest. Then you got muscle contractions in your stomach that do the mechanical digestion of your stomach. And last but not least, you get food in your mouth turns it into a liquid, then it becomes a thicker liquid in your stomach, and then the final chemical digestion and absorption takes place after that, and it occurs within a few hours after eating. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the beginnings of the digestive system. Thanks for listening.